So
no, I wouldn't do that to you, Vicky.
okay, that is a terrible thing. If you put it there, it'll probably pick up the vibrations.
Oh yeah.
So we are just about to hit 1,500 miles. We are now in our third state. We're getting close to hitting a fourth state.
Yep.
And then we will be in Texas by this evening.
Yay, Texas!
And then tomorrow is going to be a nice, simple, calm day. We're just going to do a few 100 miles, nothing big. And we'll be in Austin, ready for Fully Charged Live, which will kick off on the Saturday morning. I understand that they're actually sold out of tickets for Saturday, but there are still tickets for Sunday.
You can come and see stuff on Sunday.
Because Super Bowl apparently is happening the same day. You know what? Maybe we should set off home that day.
Oh, what? Super Bowl Sunday?
Because if we set off in the evening, then it will be really quiet and we won't have to worry about people.
You will be not be watching sports ball.
I do not watch sports ball, generally, unless it's ice hockey, because ice hockey is the game of the king.
That has no ball.
And cricket. Cricket is an awesome game because it has a ball that could kill you if fired suitably hard.
I think that's probably true of most things.
I went to India and I watched cricket in India, and all the Indian people who were there with me thought I was brilliant because I liked cricket.
Well, yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. So if you've got any questions for our update, now is the time to ask them.
I'm going to flip this round so that we can see you. And I can see the comments.
I'm going to,
And we have comments. We have hello people. No, we don't have any comments yet. So keep talking.
Okay, so we are going through a major metropolis. And we have managed today to do some pretty impressive distances. So we started the day, Kate, you drove the first leg, which is 144 miles.
Hello.
I'm doing this leg, which is 150 miles. And it looks as if I'm going to arrive with 50 miles, more than 50 miles of range to spare. And our next leg is 109, and the following leg is 60 something.
63, so we might stick those two together.
So we might stick those two together and do a long range segment. And while yesterday we kind of charged until we needed to and then carried on, today we're a different tack. Partly miles done, getting under our belt. The first hour and a half of this leg, I drove at 62 because a better route planner was like, oh, I don't know if you're going to make it if you drive at 75, so I'd like you to drive at 62. And so I drove at 62 for a bit, and then we built up this incredible buffer, which I'm now eating up by driving with the rest of the traffic.
I think you peaked at about 5% higher than a better route planner said you were going to have. You're still at 2% above, so...
Still at 2% above, even though I'm travelling at the speed limit. We've just crossed 1,500 miles just now. Literally, I just looked down and it crossed into 1,500 miles.
There we go.
Which is phenomenal. Our tyres are getting pretty hot. We've got 48 PSI on one of our tyres, which is a bit hot for winter tyres. So I think we might have to adjust our tyre pressures when we get to the next stop.
Is it warm or just sunny? As you know, Nikki, it's wet over here with 5 more days of rain. I may come back as a fish. Sneaky Linux.
It's 67 degrees Fahrenheit, which is what is that? That is going to be like
20-ish?
Yeah, 20-ish Celsius. So yeah, it's warm.
It is warm. I am wearing a t-shirt.
And Erin is asleep wearing a pair of shorts and a t-shirt.
Yes, I won't film Erin because Erin is actually asleep.
So we are really making good progress.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, carry on.
I'm still really proud of how Artemis, my Chevrolet Bolt EV, is doing. We haven't had any issues charging it. Last night was a fun experience, wasn't it, Kate? Because the motel that we stayed at didn't have a charging station, but it had a NEMA 1450 socket, which is a standard 240 volt, 50 amp capable socket that we have over here in the States. And so I just on a whim decided to put one of our many charging stations in the car, and that paid off.
Yep, last night they have done this before, so they were prepared for an EV person turning up and going, "I'd like to charge, please." So we had to just pass the cable through a fence and plug in.
It was a bit of a lottery because the space that would have allowed us to have easily plugged in, the two spaces, sorry, that would have easily allowed us to plug in were both occupied. So we had to kind of, at one point I think we pushed my car up to the end of the parking space so that we could make sure that everything stayed the way it needed to be for us to be able to charge overnight. But it was fully charged by 5 this morning, and we left about 6:30 local time.
Yeah. And then we crossed the time zone very shortly afterwards, which is very upsetting.
Yeah, it was literally in the first, I think probably the first 30 minutes since we crossed into a new time zone. And in about 2 hours we'll cross into another time zone, maybe 4.
Yep.
So we're actually going to be ending the day far. It's going to feel later, but actually it's not that much difference in terms of the total distance we will have driven. I've got to get over because this lane is ending.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it. We are looking forward to seeing everybody at Fully Charged Live. I think everyone is getting a little bit of cabin fever. I know I am.
Yes.
Because when we travel, we just end up sharing a hotel room when we're traveling. When we actually get to where we're going, we do have separate rooms there. And I try and do that because I think it's really important when you're working to have some space for yourself. And it's really important for everybody in the team. So everybody's going to get their own bedroom when we get to Texas. But for now, we're having to share hotel rooms, and it can be a bit challenging. So
we try not to stab each other to death.
we do, and we're doing pretty well so far.
Yes.
But I think after this, we're going to need a week off. And they're asking about the videos from CES. We are going to try and put them up. I know that Tesla's going to be releasing its financials later on. We're going to try and cover it one way or another. But you're going to have to be patient because it's going to take a jiggling around for us to sort out. So we will see you very soon. 1,505 miles. That means we are, what, 900 and some from Austin?
Yeah, about that.
So our plan is to finish, I think we've got another 370 miles to do today after we get to this next charging station. And then tomorrow I think we'll just have like 400 to do. So it'll be a nice easy day after having covered between 500 and 700 every day so far on this trip.
Yes.
Artie's doing well. I need to stretch my legs. Keep evolving.